Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best block.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now Foles. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get there. Watch the air. Easy. Protein spill.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Whip.
They'll run on 2nd down with Blue. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Here's Foles. Completes it to Lee. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shark's got it left side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Foles. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here we go. 180! Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go.
Back to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
2 times.
Fournette. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go. Let's do it.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Ryan will throw again. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Again, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47. Focus, defense. Got it. 47 is the Mike, 47 is the Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Hey, South. Spot.
From the gun, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Bust through the tackle. The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 47 yards.
47 yards. First down, Jaguars.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Fournette. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
The handoff, Fournette running left. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. Right in. Go with 5-3.
On 3rd down, they run with Blue. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Check three. Here we go.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Push him back.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
180. Game situation. Let's go.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready, blue 80, 125. Check, 47. Watch the screen. Pass. Ready to go.
Throwing again, Ryan. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
39.
Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 88 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for two. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and run with Freeman, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. Call it a gain of 12, but, of course, not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. There to bring him down, Avery Jones.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin with a run by Fournette. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and